In this episode, the ROUS channel wraps up its series on cavern diving in Florida. This week, we conclude our time at Ginnie Springs with a run through the famed Devil's Springs system. If you've been following the channel, you'll remember that we're in the middle of a multi-episode series on cavern diving. We're up in the northern part of Florida to see why so many divers visit the rivers and springs here. The first two videos in this series showed our dives at the caverns there in red. If you'd like to see those episodes, just click this link right up here. For today's episode, the channel returns to Ginnie Springs to tackle its most popular dive site. It's called the Devil's Springs system, and it attracts divers from all over the world. This short spring is home to 3 separate dive features, and each one allows water to escape from the subterranean aquifer below. Together, these 3 spring inlets produce a whopping 80 million gallons of water each day. This is a satellite view of the 30-minute drive that we took from our base camp in Gainesville. And over there on the right is today's eager dive team. If you watched our last episode, you'll remember that we dove a cool cavern named the Ballroom. That red line points to its location. This time we'll just be a short distance away in a little stream that feeds into the Santa Fe River. I mentioned that there are 3 dive features, and you can see them here on this map. We'll start today's video at that middle location. It's an underwater cavern that they call the Devil's Eye. Here's a photo of the spring and another of a group of technical divers preparing to enter the cave system down below. A great deal of cave diving takes place here, and I'll show you more about that in just a moment. Okay, let's follow this turtle to the Devil's Eye. The eye is a round opening 20 feet across and about another 20 feet deep. The water is crystal clear here. Even from the very bottom, it's not unusual to look up through this clear water and be able to count the leaves on the trees overhead. Down here at the bottom is the entrance to a small, interesting cavern. Certified scuba divers have permission to enter this cavern and explore up to the limit of what they can see using available sunlight only. In addition to a scenic spot for us cavern divers, this formation holds the entrance to a vast cave system. Certified cave divers can enter this system through this cavern and explore over 30,000 feet of mapped passageways. Here, we're looking over a permanent guideline that's been placed here by cave divers. Cave explorers use this line for navigation and as a safety mechanism to indicate the direction and distance to this cave's exit. The map is now pointing to the next cavern, a feature that's been named the Devil's Ear. This is a canyon-like opening at the spot where the Devil's Spring joins the Santa Fe River. Although the water pumping out of the Devil's Ear cavern is crystal clear, it soon mixes with the tannin-stained river water. This phenomenon enables divers to sit in the basin's clear water and look up at the sun and trees through a unique stained glass effect created by the river water. At the bottom of this canyon is another cave entrance. As you can hear, water rushes out of the earth here with the force of a fire hydrant. I'm trying here to film with one hand and hold myself in place with the other. It's invisible, but the force of the water rushing at me here is unbelievable. We're now at the last feature, a crack in the floor that they call Little Devil. This is a 4-foot wide fracture in the rock that divers can drop down into. It's 50 feet long and about 50 feet deep. The view upward from the bottom of this crack gives divers a remarkable view as they look skyward. And this concludes the channel's visit to Florida's caverns. If you've not been here, you'll want to add this to your list. So what's up next? Well, the ROUS channel is heading back to the island of Cozumel. Check back here in a couple of weeks and we'll show you what we find there. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to our channel. We'll see you next time from tropical Mexico, and we can't wait to share the experience with you.